So I think he is going to do kind of a cluster attack. I think he's going to bring his Zerglings in. He has a couple Zerglings. All of his Lurkers and his Mutalisks are going to come down here at the same time. Here's a first-person perspective of Leta doing his best to protect against this. Oh, he does have his second bunker down again. There's the Lurker out front. You can't see those Lurkers yet. But I think he's going to sacrifice that supply depot so he can get in there, scan the Lurkers, and get rid of them all at the same time. But there's a weirdly positioned Lurker over here killing the turrets. That was ridiculous. The Mutas getting the vision of those turrets so the Lurkers can take them down. So Leta's actually in a bad position here. He can't afford to lose all of those turrets at the same time and leave his main open to Mutalisk harass. Here comes the Hive Tech from Kwanro. 3 bunkers at the front from Leta. He might be wasting a few minerals, though, because Kwanro is not going for an all-in attack. He's macroing up at the same time and going for this Hive Tech. So Leta might be misjudging Kwanro's build a bit, but he is safe at the front with those 3 bunkers. And Kwanro positioning his Lurker behind a tree there. He's going to do a sneak attack. And Leta getting rid of that turret so he can mine more effectively from that refinery. Here's a nice contain from Kwanro now. It's going to be so difficult for Leta to break out of this without tanks. There's the first tank, and here comes the science vessel out for Leta. He's going to have siege and the science vessel out at just the right time. And it'll be interesting. Oh, Greater Spire coming out for Kwanro. Going to see some Guardians in Lurker action from these 3 bases, and this is going to just kill Leta, I think. I don't think Leta is expecting this at all, and I don't think he's prepared for it at all. Okay, he was working on that siege research, the Greater Spire, and I saw the Defiler mound out as well, so this is going to be some ridiculous tech switching from Kwanro, but okay, let's see if Leta can break out. He's going to have that siege ready, killing one of the bunkers so he can get a nice forward march with all of his Marines and his Firebats and his tanks at the same time, moving out his nice little grouping of troops. Let's see if he can do this. If he's going to break out, kill all this. Oh, the Guardians are on the way. These Guardians are going to be so deadly because Leta, unless he's going for his usual build, which is Wraith Medic Marine, which he is going for Wraiths right now. So these Wraiths are going to kill these Guardians. He might be one step ahead. He might have scanned that Guardian. Might have scanned the Greater Spire, but now he's coming out doing his best to fight back these Lurkers a bit. But he's got to keep that Science Vessel alive, that's for sure. He can't afford to lose that this early in the game. Here come the Guardians. Leta's got to back off. I think he should run back into the main. There's almost nowhere else he can go at this point. But he is going to have his Wraiths out soon. He was going straight for the Wraith build. Oh, got to back up at the same time. This is ridiculous play from Kwanro, getting out Dark Swarm at the exact same time. Here come the Wraiths to take out these Guardians. 2 Wraiths will be enough to just destroy all these Guardians. It's going to take a little bit of time, of course, but all these Guardians are going to go down unless Kwanro has thought ahead. He's running in with Scourge. He is running in with Scourge. Let's see the Scourge. Take down one of the Wraiths. So it's going to take an even longer period of time for these Guardians to go down. A very smart play from Kwanro, and he's taking the 10 o'clock position at the exact same time. Coming in with his Guardians and his Lurkers at the exact same time. This is so bizarre. But okay, there's a couple of Guardians still left. Looks like they're all going down. The Wraiths are going to clean this up. Since there's not much in the form of anti-air for Kwanro, he has a Scourge, but that's pretty much it. Okay, Leta scanning the... Well, I guess he didn't have to scan. He had his Science Vessel in there at the same time. Oh, confused Scourge. Here comes the Sloverlord. Sloverlord creeping its way down. Going to try to take out that Wraith with the Scourge, but it's going to be very difficult. Switching into the Ultralisk Cavern, so it looks like we'll see another tech switch from Kwanro. He's going to need that 4th base to support Ultralisk, so it's good he didn't switch into that too early. Firebat's holding the front against all of the Zerglings at the same time. And Leta, he's going for some pretty expensive tech at the moment, so he's going to need his 3rd base pretty soon. So hopefully he breaks out of this contain, yes, within a minute or two, because he's probably going to try to take the 6 o'clock position once he gets rid of this contain, but this contain is still on Leta. And Kwanro is coming down at the same time with his Defilers, picking off another Wraith. Oh, he's still coming in with Scourge. This is some sneaky Scourge in this game. Here comes the Defiler. It's just to push it home a little bit further, but plenty of Firebats at the front. for Leta. If he uses these fire bats effectively at all, the plague on the fire bats. Every single fire bat got plagued. So that's not good. There's the Scourge and Wraiths flying together as one. It's nice to see racial harmony. But Kwanro has taken the 10 o'clock. He has it very comfortably mining, taking down another Wraith with his Scourge. But man, he's just denying all of the options from Leta. Leta's not going to be able to expand anytime soon because Kwanro just keeping up the aggressive play at the front, just still pushing the front with that Defiler play. Leta dropping the natural expansion. Let's see how quickly Kwanro reacts. He reacts pretty quickly to this, only loses a couple of drones in that attack. I think Leta might be able to take down the Queen's Nest, but that's going to probably be the extent of the damage here before Kwanro runs in with some Zerglings to clean this up. Yep, everything cleaned up. Leta wasn't really paying attention, ran right into the sunken colonies. But okay, the Lurkers being pretty annoying. Leta dropping all these fire bats, drops a lot of fire bats down here to tackle these drones. But surprisingly enough, I think Kwanro pretty much took down everything with drones up there. He could have lost a lot of drones, but he played very smart getting the surround on those fire bats. Plus, there were no medics in there anyway. But okay, Leta finally taking the high ground next to his natural, so he will be able to get his third base soon, but I think he delayed that a little bit too long. He's working 2 bases against 4 at the moment, and I'm pretty sure that Kwanro is going to take his 5th base soon. It's about the time to do it, unless he's just going to plow in with troops. If he's going to commit to troops from this point on, that would be very, very Kwanro-esque. But I'm not sure if it would be the smartest thing to do. Okay, he is taking his 5th base down at the 8 o'clock position, so he's macroing very heavily. Okay, there's Leta. He was going to focus on that 9 o'clock. Looks like he got scared off by a single Ultralist. It looks like he knows there are more Ultralists out there, so he doesn't want to be completely surrounded. Wants to have his entire Terran ball together so he can tackle this momentous task. But okay... running back, going to group everyone together and then move out and try to take down a base. Get those tanks in the group as well. That will definitely help fight off against the Ultralists. 2 dropships out for Leta. I have a feeling he's going to move out and then drop at the same time that he's moving out, just to distract Kwanro on one of the fronts. But okay, there was 1 Marine that scouted that new base coming down at the 8 o'clock position, so Leta might drop that. He has 2 dropships, so he could... do some double harassment, drop 2 bases at once. It's definitely a possibility for him. D-Matrix of both of the dropships, one being spotted by Kwanro. We'll see if he ends up spotting the other one or not. Leta moving out at the same time, with all of his troops moving out with the dropship as well. And Kwanro deciding to push this. 2 irradiated ultras are going to melt these medic marines. Oh man, the irradiate does hurt ultras a lot, but it hurts medic marines next to them even more. Okay, there's the drop from Leta. Behind that base, he's going to drop behind another base as well. He's going to do some double dropping. Unfortunately, this attack at the 9 o'clock position kind of peters out. There are no troops left at the 10 o'clock position, so it looks like he'll be able to take down some drones up here. But Leta still fighting uphill. Has the 6th base coming up for Kwanro. It's going to be his 5th soon enough. If he loses this one, let's see if he can stop this attack and save this hatchery. He does save the hatchery. So he was morphing the lair there just to give it a little bit more HP. Make it survive a little bit longer, but getting that 6th base up is probably going to seal Kwanro this game as long as he keeps playing smart, keeps his head in this game. Because now he has almost the entire tech tree that he needs to take down Leta. But Leta working on vultures right now. Nice little mind dragging, killing all of the Zerglings. But Kwanro can afford a lot of Zerglings at this point in the game. He has a lot of minerals to spare. So, yeah, he sees the dropship. Let's see if he can take it down with Scourge before it decides to go in and drop on top of everything. Leta, I'm not sure what he's going to do now because this dropship's going to die. A horrible death. Let's see if we can get out a single unit. Dropping his vultures. Actually dropped most of the vultures inside of that dropship, so he's going to get some nice harassment here. And at least deny mining at this 9 o'clock expansion a little bit longer. I see there's a pretty big engagement in the middle of the map. Leta doing a good job fighting back these Ultralists. He does have an extremely large number of medic marines, so I think he will be able to handle these Ultras. As Kwanro kind of, I was going to say he was kind of suiciding those Ultralists in, but he ran in with the Defiler at just the right time. did the Plague, did the Dark Swarm, but still he's kind of letting his Ultralisk be massacred. Yes, I said massacred.